I'm back. So before we begin this video, I just wanted to say where I've been. So recently, I haven't really had much motivation for uploading. I haven't really had any video ideas or anything. So I've just kind of took a break, uploaded some crappy shorts that for some reason blew up. For some reason you upload a short titled rock or stick or something, and just throw a rock or a stick on the ground, it'll get 100,000 views. And I don't even know how, but now I have 100 subscribers. So gaming. I'm gonna make an 100 subscriber special soon, but as I said, I barely have any motivation right now, so that might take a bit. But yeah, today basically I'm gonna be doing a bunch of different SharkBite tips to help you survive, win, and get extra stuff in a round, extra XP and teeth and stuff to help, and the best and the best boats to buy during progression and stuff. The best boats, guns, sharks, and stuff to buy during progression. So yeah, let's go. So we're gonna begin this with a progression guide because that's what most people really want nowadays, because there aren't really many progression guides. My personal progression guide is, well, when I started off the game, it was when the game first released, there was a beta ducky, swoop was 25% off and everything, all that stuff. So basically, what I did was, first I used a ducky boat for everything, because that's a fairly decent early game boat. It doesn't have good speed, it has the worst speed, it has probably the second worst speed in the game, but it has great handling and agility, which makes it pretty good. Skip through the blue wooden and double donut tube motorboats because those are terrible. They're literal scams. They're wasting your money. Don't. Viking longship is optional. It's okay, but a lot of times sharks target them and they're not very agile. So I would probably suggest buying a small dinghy motorboat because it's very agile and it's fairly fast. And then after that, save up for the Thompson. Thompson will carry you all the way to the end game. Don't buy the paintball gun. I mean, paintball gun is fairly decent, but Thompson's two times the price. But also don't buy the rifle or the water balloon launcher. Those are really bad. Anyways, after you get a Thompson, I would recommend getting something like a tour boat, or and then something fairly fast, and after that grind for the hovercraft. Now this is my own hovercraft. Basically, this is what I used to use back when I just started out the game. Basically, the hovercraft costs 3,500. It's a really good boat for early game as it's very agile. You could also if it hits an island, if you're being chased by a shark, hit an island. It'll fling the hovercraft into the air, and then you'll be able to escape the shark quickly. You can also put a turret on it, which makes it fairly good. After you get the hovercraft, you can basically just do whatever you want. You can basically grind for a ton of stuff. But after that, I would recommend getting either a jet ski or a speedboat. Now I got the speedboat because it's customizable. You can put a turret on it. But basically, jet ski is really fast. And if you have a gun and if you have something like the harpoon, or the shark blaster, you'll be able to kill people really easy with it. So I got the speedboat because you can fit a turret on it, and these are fairly good. Speedboats are very, very fast, about the same as jet ski, though it is fairly better. Though it is fairly better, as you can fit a ton of people on it. Jet ski can only fit 1 to 2 people. Plus, this is a customizable boat, so you can add a ton of different stuff to it. You can either make it look very epic, or you could just armor it completely. So after you get the speedboat, basically you're just set. I would recommend after that either grinding for a turret, for a double-barreled turret on the speedboat, as that's a fairly good turret. Actually, But if you if you want to have like, if you want to do like a ton of damage, if you have good aim, then yes, then that will do a ton of damage to a shark. But if you want high accuracy, great aim, and high damage, get the harpoon. It's the best gun in the game currently. The harpoon, I don't own it because I'm broke. I spent like a ton of money on some other stuff recently, but basically the harpoon, you can snipe at sharks from a far distance, and it does a ton of damage. It doesn't have a high rate of fire, but it has extremely high accuracy, which is very good for like different progression systems and stuff. Coconut launcher is really bad. The coconut launcher is absolutely terrible, and it's probably the worst gun in the game right now. Double barrel flintlock is decent. I wouldn't suggest getting it, but if you want to get one with like pretty good accuracy, then get with like pretty good accuracy, because it fires off like 10 shots at a time, then probably get that. Rocket and Shark Blaster are two of the best in the game. So after you get all of that stuff, I would recommend saving up to either getting Harpoon, getting a turret, or saving up for Rocket and Shark Blaster. Shark Blaster has extremely good accuracy and a high rate of fire. It's basically like a way better Thompson. But currently it's not really as worth it as the Rocket and the Harpoon. Rocket Launcher has great accuracy and high damage, but it doesn't really have a high rate of fire. After you get like a good gun, a good turret, and a good bow, you can basically, well, I kind of skipped the shark system, but basically, once you get like the hovercraft, I would suggest buying the hammerhead. Right now, it's actually on sale, and then saving up for the short fin Mako. You could buy the Orca, but usually when people are the Orca, every single rich player immediately just targets it instead of running away. But the Mako, everyone's scared of the Mako. It's really, really OP, because it has extremely high speed. It does have decreased health, like 200 health is decreased, and a smaller size, so it's a bit harder to hit boats, but the speed is worth it. It's extremely quick. I have it on my alt, but basically, like, it's really fast, extremely, like, agile, and yeah. It's extremely agile, really fast, and has a ton of different stuff. After that, after that, I guess you can just save up for the frigate, or whatever it's called, the frigate warship, like the frigate, I don't even know, but basically, I'll just call it a destroyer, because it's actually a destroyer model. The models are literally just a destroyer, not a frigate. But basically, well, I'm just gonna call it a frigate. But basically, the frigate, it's like it can fit a medium turret and 4 different turrets. So you can basically just delete a shark's health. I don't have it. I'm poor. I'm bad. But basically, yeah, that's it. Also, so that's basically the progression guide. Now, time for the tip. So this is my personal strategy for the pasta bomb game mode in the game. Basically, when the game mode starts, invite as many people as possible. If you have a good boat, just tell them, oh yeah, I have a good boat, join. And because like a lot of people are in your boat, there will be less people with like actual boats in the game, which will decrease the chance of you getting the bomb and your boat being blown up. So yeah. Now this next strategy works extremely well in the classic and extraction game modes. Basically, it also works pretty well in Pasta Bomb as well. Basically, when the shark's chasing you, ram into an island, and that will flip the boat over a ton and allow you to basically just fling across the map, which will throw the shark off a lot and will probably prevent you from being killed, which is, you know, very good. You can also get some free hits on the shark when you're doing it, which will, you know, free XP. I love free XP. Now this strategy is one that like a lot of people know about, so this is kind of, oh god, there's an orca, we're all gonna die. But basically, like, if you don't know about this, basically it. So basically, when you're driving if you want to drive your boat and fire a turret automatically without you having to press your keys, like, this is just for lazy people. But basically, while you're driving your boat, press escape. And same over when you're firing your turret, press escape and it'll just be able to fire automatically. Now, here's some proof. So basically, alright guys, here's the proof. My phone mic sucks, but look, I'm driving it and firing my turret. I'm not pressing my mouse or my keyboard. Look, another strategy is one that a lot of people know. Basically, when you want to get maximum accuracy on a shark, zoom your camera underwater and then start shooting. This shark right now is AFK, so it's basically perfect. All you need to do is just do this and you can win around easily, as you can see here. Both of these next tips are for like when you're the shark. So basically, the first tip is when you're the shark, cut off boats by doing something like this, and then you can just kill everyone inside. Like, that's a pretty good strategy for when you're the shark, as that can easily AO a ton of teeth. This next strategy isn't as well known as other strategies in the game, but it's often used by pro players to catch people off guard and kill them off easily. What I did was I dived underwater, used my boost to catch up to them, and then slice through the side. Sometimes people go through the middle to completely catch people off guard, but this will be able to catch people off guard and kill them off easily. Editor's note: another tip that I like to use sometimes, I didn't include this in the actual recording because I forgot, but basically I like to target boats through the back, as that's where their motors are. And if you completely steer off the back, they won't be able to drive anymore and you can just get everybody. Well, those are my tips and tricks and progression guide for SharkBite 2. Thank you all so much for watching this. If you guys enjoy these types of content, then make sure to subscribe and maybe even share this channel with your friends if you guys like this as well. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!